Samsung S50GC promises to be the one-screen solution that replaces your monitor, your TV, your streaming box, and even parts of your work setup. Either we have finally reached affordable all-in-one heaven, or this is just another episode of tech roulette dressed up in sleek Samsung branding. On paper, you get a 27 to 32-inch Full HD smart monitor, built-in Tizen TV OS with Netflix and YouTube, Samsung Gaming Hub for cloud gaming without a console, wireless to X, AirPlay, speakers, and a bundled remote. Sounds criminally generous for the price, right? But here is the thing. When a product claims to do everything, it usually does a few things really well and cuts corners on the rest. I spent a solid 2 weeks using the Samsung S50GC as my daily screen for work, gaming, and streaming. I have put the direct link to check current pricing in the description. But before you click anything, let me show you what I discovered after 2 weeks of testing. Let us set expectations for what Samsung says this thing can do. The S50GC is marketed as a full smart TV replacement with built-in streaming apps and TV tuner features depending on your region, a productivity monitor with PC-less cloud access, wireless to X, and remote PC features, a casual gaming display with Samsung Gaming Hub and low latency mode. A clean, minimalist single-cable style setup for your desk sounds like the perfect do-it-all screen. Right. Pretty bold claims for a 1080p panel in this price range. But here is where things get interesting. Once you step past the glossy marketing images and actually live with it, the trade-offs start to show. Reality check. Let us go claim by claim. First, they claim it can replace your TV. What you actually get is a very decent bedroom or dorm TV experience, but not quite a living room centerpiece. The Tizen Smart platform is solid. Netflix, Prime, YouTube, Disney Plus, and the usual suspects are all there. The remote works, voice assistant is okay, and boot up is reasonably quick. But the panel itself is only Full HD at around 250 nits of brightness. In a dim room, movies look fine. In a bright room with sunlight, blacks wash out, and HDR simply is not a thing here. So yes, it can replace a cheap TV, but not a mid-range 4K set. Second, they push it as a productivity monitor. The promise is, hook up your laptop or do work directly from the cloud, no PC required. What you actually get is a nice bonus feature that still cannot fully replace a real computer setup. The workspace and remote PC features let you log into Office 365 or a remote desktop, but there is input lag, and text clarity on a 27 or 32-inch 1080p panel is just okay, not razor sharp. If you are doing spreadsheets, coding, or reading a lot of text, you will notice the fuzziness compared to a 1440p or 4K monitor of similar size. Third, gaming claims. Samsung promotes Gaming Hub and low latency as if this is a legit gaming monitor. Let us be real here. A 60Hz Full HD panel with fairly average response times is fine for console and cloud gaming, but it is not a competitive gaming beast. In fast shooters, motion blur is noticeable. For single-player games and casual cloud gaming through Game Pass or GeForce Now, it is perfectly serviceable. But if you are coming from a 144Hz or 240Hz gaming monitor, this will feel like slow motion. Fourth, the all-in-one simplicity pitch. They show this ultra-clean desk with one cable and everything magically connected. Here is where it gets mathematically impossible. On many S50GC configurations, you get HDMI ports and USB-A ports, but no USB-C with power delivery. That means your laptop is still going to need its own charger. That single cable dream, not happening unless you jump to the more expensive M7 or M8 series. So the idea of this monitor as a minimalist productivity hub is partially marketing fluff. Here is where things get interesting. User reviews are generally positive on the smart TV side, but mixed on the monitor side. Multiple review sites mention slightly inconsistent panel uniformity, mediocre out-of-box color accuracy, and sound that is just barely passable. Picture this. As a second screen that you occasionally stream Netflix on, it feels great. As your main work monitor for 8 hours a day, the compromises start to irritate you. Now let us break down the key parts in more detail. Picture quality. The S50GC uses a VA panel. Good contrast on paper, weaker viewing angles than IPS. In practice, movies and darker games look decent in a dim room, with blacks that are acceptable for this price. But the 1080p resolution stretched across a 32-inch panel especially starts to look soft. You are sitting at a desk. Text edges are not as crisp, and you will need to scale things up. Color coverage is fine for casual use, but this is not a monitor for serious photo or video work. What the marketing does not mention loudly is that there is no real HDR. You will see an HDR badge here and there, but with this brightness, it is more checkbox than cinema. Smart FEATURES and APPS. Here is what nobody tells you. The smart platform is actually the strongest part of this product. The Tizen interface is stable, app support is wide, and you can boot straight into Netflix without touching a PC. Wireless DeX from Samsung phones works surprisingly well for light productivity. AirPlay and screen mirroring are handy for quick sharing. But again, input lag via wireless modes is not insignificant. For writing emails or editing documents, acceptable. For competitive gaming, not so much. Connectivity and workflow. Here is the thing. The port selection is clearly designed to hit a price point, not to future-proof your setup. You typically get 2 HDMI inputs and some USB-A ports for peripherals, but no USB-C with laptop charging. So if you are dreaming of dumping your docking station and having one cable to rule them all, this is not it. Compared to something like the higher-end Samsung M8 or LG smart monitors with USB-C, the S50GC feels like a budget compromise in disguise. Sound and build quality. The speakers are the definition of fine. Dialogue is clear at moderate volumes, but there is almost no bass. For late-night Netflix in a bedroom, they are okay. For immersive movies or music, you will want external speakers or a soundbar. Build quality is decent plastic. Bezels are thin enough. The stand is basic and wobbles a bit if your desk shakes. Height adjustment is often missing depending on the exact model, tilt only. That is a red flag if you care about ergonomics, because you may be forced to buy a VESA arm to get it to a comfortable height. Now, verdict time. Would I recommend the Samsung S50GC? I would call it recommended with clear conditions. If you want a bedroom or dorm room screen that can handle Netflix, console gaming, a bit of cloud work, and be a decent monitor for casual PC use, the S50GC delivers solid value. You are getting a lot of functionality for the price, and as an all-rounder entertainment screen, it makes sense. But if your priority is crisp text for productivity, high refresh rate for esports, true HDR for movies, or a single-cable USB-C workflow, skip this and save your money for a higher resolution, higher refresh, USB-C monitor. This is a jack of many trades, master of none situation. Know what you are buying, and it can be a smart investment instead of expensive confusion. Stay savage out there. Thanks for hanging out with me on this deep dive. If this review saved you from wasting money or helped you find something actually worth buying, I have put the link to check current pricing and read more reviews in the description. And hey, if you do decide to buy through my link, it helps fund these investigations without costing you extra. Drop a comment if you are using a smart monitor right now and tell me what you love or hate about it. And hit subscribe, because next up I am comparing this to a true 4K USB-C workhorse to see which one is actually worth your desk space. Until then, question the hype and upgrade smart, not blind.